Discipline is a learned skill. No child is born disciplined.
So you actually help rewiring the brain to work in our favor.
Correct question to ask yourself is, what is stopping me from being disciplined?
तो बचपन से I've been putting effort on getting disciplined, but वो नहीं हो पाता.
This is the prefrontal cortex. This is the thinking part of the brain. In terms of human evolution, it's the weakest.
But what is the difference between somebody who is naturally more disciplined compared to somebody who is not? Is the brain different for these two people?
The brain is lazy.
Oh.
It is designed to keep you safe. And we don't do things outside the comfort zone.
हाँ यार स्नेहा ये करना है. सब कुछ पता है. They figured it all out, but then why do people procrastinate?
Our brain is not wired to obey. Our brain is wired for freedom. So if you have to learn discipline, you first have to stop that.
How can parents support their child, give them that freedom and let them grow at their fullest potential rather than controlling them?
The minute a child comes out of you, it's not yours. Children are the arrows that are cast forward by the bows of parents' hands. An arrow is only meant to go forward, never meant to return, because it doesn't belong to you.
At the age that I am, like 30 plus, can the way you're talking to yourself change? And can the new pathways be formed?
Today, neuroplasticity research tells us that the brain changes till the day we die. So you have to do things out.
Welcome on Raw with Sneha. I am your host Sneha Desai, and we are back with one more exciting episode on Raw with Sneha. Today we have Saloni Suri out here with us, and she is a neuro coach. Welcome, Saloni.
Thank you so much for having me. Pleasure to be with you.
Yes. So when I heard about neuro coach, so what do you exactly do?
So I'm a neuro coach. I use time-tested principles of change based on neuroscience.
Okay.
I merge them with spiritual wisdom and I help to rewire minds.
Oh, wow. So you actually help rewiring the brain,
Yes,
yes, to work in our favor.
absolutely.
Okay. So I'm going to start with the most, something that I struggle with. Okay. The first thing, because I want the brain to help me with this, it's been a lot of years that I've been working on this, is that I have been trying to get discipline. So मुझे discipline होना है. And बचपन से I've been putting effort on getting disciplined, but वो नहीं हो पाता. So and in the same family, we have a person like my dad who's very disciplined. So if he gets up every day at 5 o'clock and he's there, and then when I get up at like 8:30 and I'm struggling to still get up,
Hey.
and I see him and he's like, it's time you get disciplined. And there's always this, I want to get disciplined, but I cannot. I do it for some days and I fail at it.
Right.
So why is it that I cannot get disciplined out here? I want my brain to just give me a hack on how do I get more disciplined.
So you need to take one step back.
Okay.
And the correct question to ask yourself is, what is stopping me from being disciplined, right? Discipline is a learned skill. Yeah, no child is born disciplined. As children, when baby Sneha was born, baby Sneha will want food when she wants. She'll get up when she wants. She will say, "Mujhe abhi chahiye, abhi do mujhe," right? Slowly, our brain is developing till the year 7. We are just absorbing everything. So, and then you grow a little older. Till 25, the emotional brain is still developing. It's not fully developed. And at that time, if you say your father was very disciplined and he was trying to tell baby Sneha all the time that this is what she has to do, and she's not doing it, and he's reminding her again and again that she's not doing it, in her brain, she's learning that she has to fight this, right? Because she's being reminded again and again that she's not there. She's not there. 5 a.m. is the gold standard, right? You're not at the gold standard. Children obey their parents till they're not financially independent. And our brain is not wired to obey. Our brain is wired for freedom, to do what we want, when we want, how we want it, right? So if you have to learn discipline, you first have to stop that baby Sneha for being angry at dad for continuously telling her what to do. That's the first step. Step 2, you also have to tell baby Sneha that she's got it, right? And if she gets up at 8 o'clock, and if that is what her body clock is telling her, it's okay. It's okay. For you, the gold standard is maybe 8 o'clock. And that's okay for you to get up at 8 o'clock. Because if you beat yourself up to get to somebody else's standard, right, it's not going to work. There are people who work at night. There are some people who work in the morning. Everybody's body clock is very different, right? But it's known as a 888 formula. 888. 8 hours you sleep.
Yeah.
8 hours you do your work. And 8 hours you spend time on yourself. So a discipline, I'm part of the 5 a.m. club. My husband isn't. And that's okay.
Okay.
I'm not a night person. He's a night person. And that's okay. I would say he's disciplined too. I go for a walk at 6:30. He goes for a walk at 8 o'clock. How does that make me better than him?
Okay.
No, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Your heart has to be happy. You have to have exactly that. That's the smile that you need on your face when you're trying to embrace any kind of discipline for yourself. And you don't need to do your dad. Your dad can do him. You do you.
Okay.
You're in your lane.
Okay, but what is the difference between somebody who is naturally more disciplined compared to somebody who is not? For example, you said like you are a part of the 5 a.m. club and your husband isn't. Or my dad is a part of the 5 a.m. club and I am not.
You're the 8 a.m. club.
Yeah, 8 a.m. club.
And that's fine.
That's fine.
And that's fine.
So, is the brain different for these two people? Or what is it like?
So like I said, everybody's body clock is different.
Okay.
It is designed. There are gynecologists, there are restaurateurs, there are doctors. They need to be very alert on in the night also. There are a lot of people who do a lot of work in the night. There is a security guard, there is a cab driver, there's a Uber driver, right? They come to pick you up at 2 o'clock in the night, don't they? Right? So your environment plays a very important role in determining what you're waking up, you're sleeping, and your discipline actually is. There is no one answer that fits for everybody because everybody's majburi, everybody's environment is different.
Is different.
वो जो कैब वाला उबर वाला जो रात को 2 बजे आ रहा है आपको पिकअप करने के लिए, उसको वो काम चाहिए, राइट? इसीलिए वो 2 बजे रात को आ रहा है. जो डॉक्टर इमरजेंसी में आप जा रहे हो, कोई भी हॉस्पिटल में स्टाफ है ना, वहाँ पे डॉक्टर है ना,
Yeah.
नर्स है ना,
हाँ.
वो भी काम कर रहे हैं, राइट? अब उनका क्या मजबूरी है, उनको क्या अच्छा लगता है? रेस्टोरेंटियर है, रात को 2-2 बजे घर पहुँचते हैं, 3 बजे 4 बजे घर पहुँच रहे हैं क्योंकि रेस्टोरेंट ही 1 बजे बंद होता है, राइट? आपको पहुँचते पहुँचते 3 बज जाता है, आप 4 बजे सो रहे हो. कोई एक्टर है, कोई एक्ट्रेस है, उनका नाइट शूट है, right? It is not a matter of the brain being different. Everybody's ability, capacity is the same. It does not matter. Your liver, my liver, your stomach, my stomach, your brain, my brain. The Divine One has designed it in a beautiful way for everyone. It's the same. It's not different, right? If you go to the Apple store and you're buying iPhone 16, 250 MB, yours and mine, we both have the same phone.
Yeah.
Correct? We both have the same brain. After 6 months, your contacts, my contacts, the way you use your phone, the way I use my phone is going to be very different. And that is okay. It is determined by your environment. It is determined by your understanding of a situation. So discipline is a learned skill. What is right for you, works for you, is going to be correct for you.
Got it.
And why does mine have to be right for you? You do what works for you. Don't try and copy other people. Don't try and be like somebody else.
Yeah.
Because there is no other Saloni Suri in this world. There is no other Sneha Desai in this world. Right? The knowledge that I share is 5,000 years old. Right? But the way I speak it is different. The way you ask me a question is different.
Yeah.
Right? The way I'm putting it in context and sharing it today is the way I understand it.
Yeah.
And that's okay. So I gotta do me. You gotta do you.
So discipline is subjective.
How can it be the same?
Discipline, yeah.
How can it be the same for everybody? Because what is right for you is correct for you. But you are turning up for yourself. You should want to turn up for yourself. If you don't, then you take a step back and you ask, why am I not disciplined? The environment has told you that if you wake up at 5 o'clock, you're disciplined.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
You
I
can
think
no
people are beating themselves up because there are these standards that the society has set.
no.
You read so many books.
Like I
You
said,
have leaders.
how can a person who comes back from his hard work at 4 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
you expect him to join the 5 a.m. club?
It's
How is
not
it even possible?
Yeah.
There are doctors, there are restaurateurs, there are people who do work. They do good work. There are policemen, there are people in the army, there are people in the Air Force. Right? They don't have timings. अगर जाना है तो जाना है.
Yeah.
फाइट हो रही है तो हो रही है. रात को 3 बजे फ्लाइट एरोप्लेन चलाना है तो चलाना है. राइट? तो फिर कहाँ गया डिसिप्लिन? नहीं, doesn't work like
It
that.
doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work like that.
So what is discipline for you?
It is repetition of behavior
Okay.
at the same time. When you do something again and again and again at the same time, right? Automatically it becomes a habit, right? Because habit follows a loop, right? It's a very similar, it's a very, Charles Duhigg spoke about it many years ago and explained it very simply, right? So there is a cue in the environment, right? There is a routine, there's a behavior that you do based on that. And then you get a reward, which is a dopamine hit, right? The cue can be anything. You wake up in the morning, there is a alarm, you switch off the alarm from your phone, you look at the phone. That's a behavior. The cue is the phone.
The phone.
The behavior is you picking up the phone, not just shutting the alarm, but also going and checking your WhatsApp.
Yeah.
That is a behavior. The reward, oh, now I know. Now I've got this information. Now I know all of this. So that is the reward. And the cue, the routine, and the reward. This is the loop that follows all behavior. And the brain is not wired to follow. And it's not easy for us to have behaviors, to have habits, right? The brain is lazy.
Oh.
It's very lazy.
Okay.
It is designed to keep you safe. It is designed to keep you in your comfort zone, which is why we don't do things outside the comfort zone. So there is a survival brain. It tells you all the time. Its job description, JD, is keep this person alive. One job description. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Oh, you want to lie down, sleep more? Sleep na.
Oh, that's why people
Relax.
struggle with creating new
Because
habits.
that's the design. You got to hack it,
Oh.
right? Because if you don't hack it, you will just keep lying down. Because there is a conscious brain, there's a subconscious brain, and the whole, let me put it simply like this. This is the prefrontal cortex. This is the thinking part of the brain.
Yeah.
In terms of human evolution, it's the weakest.
Okay.
Weakest, right? It's a CEO of your entire body. But the subconscious brain has got 90% power. It controls everything, right? But it is the part of the brain that only obeys. You don't want to get up? Okay, sleep. Oh, I'm very bad in saying names. Okay, I'll help you to forget. I have young adults who I talk to. Coach, I can't remember this. Coach, I can't remember. Coach, I'm very bad with names. Coach, I can't remember the rastas. मेरे को रास्ते नहीं याद आते. मैं ये भूल जाती हूँ. And I look at them and I'm like, you are a young adult. How is it cool for you to tell yourself, number one, that you're forgetful? You don't have good memory. You cannot remember names. You are not good with math. Coach, I'm not good in business. I'm a very creative person. You've put a label on yourself.
I'm not disciplined.
It's a label. It's a label.
Continuously talking
So-
to myself.
Because how do we think? We think in words. We have a vocabulary. You know these words. I am not disciplined. Right? What is the biology of being able to speak? You have to first think it.
Think. Yeah.
And then you can speak. There is no other way.
Mhm.
I don't think in Chinese, so I cannot speak it.
Right.
I'm good in English. I'm good in Hindi. I have the vocabulary of Hindi. I have the vocabulary of English. Therefore, you and I can have a communication. Right? When you change the vocabulary, you have to first change it over,
Your
which is the,
thinking part.
then second comes, there's a formula.
Okay.
Right? You have combination locks. You put all three in one line, doom, it
तभी
opens.
open होता है. बराबर है.
There is a formula. There is a combination lock. The combination lock says the first thing is the thinking. You have to change your thought. Then you have to feel it in the body. Because the body changes through an experience, not by thought alone. You cannot just think your way to be disciplined and become that. It's not possible. The thinking, and then comes the feeling. You have to feel it. Yeah, you have to really, really, really want it. Because in our brain, unfortunately, there is a brain rule. It says that whenever there's a war between emotion and logic, emotion always wins. Logic never does. It never does. So if you try and think your way and that's where people just get lost. Coach, if I just do journaling, if I just follow the triple P approach, if I do personal, positive, present continuous, it's going to work. I said it will. Those are called affirmations. But affirmations don't give you results. They're thinking. You're thinking. Number 2, you begin to start feeling different about it. And the last and the most important is the doing. If you don't take action on your thought and the fact that you're feeling so fabulous about it, right? And then you don't do it, you have not put all 3 in one line.
So first I say, at the thought level, I'll change that. Okay, I am disciplined.
I'm a
Disciplined person.
no, there is emotion. You have to feel it.
Okay.
So therefore, I
love
being.
disciplined.
What's the reward?
That's the feeling part.
What's the reward?
The reward is I start doing.
What?
I start being disciplined.
What's the action?
The
See,
action.
You're doing the thinking.
Yeah.
You're doing the feeling.
Yeah.
What was the first sentence? Your first sentence was, I'm disciplined.
Yeah. That's the reward.
No. What is the reward you'll get out of it? What do you want to be disciplined about? The
Getting
thinking
up early.
brain
Getting
is
up early,
for what?
example.
For what?
For my goals. Like I want
Just-
to have that extra time to do what I want to do.
What is it? Specificity is key in goal manifestation. You cannot go to a restaurant and the waiter comes. You cannot place your order by telling him, आपका जो भी राइस अच्छा है वो ले आइए. वो शेफ को जाके क्या ऑर्डर देगा? The chef is the subconscious mind.
Okay.
It needs a specific order. हवा में बात करने से कुछ नहीं होता. क्या चाहिए बोलो?
क्यों
कुछ भी
extra
दे-
time चाहिए? Basically,
क्यों
I
चाहिए?
want to get up early.
तो क्या चाहिए स्नेहा को?
Say I want to work out in the morning.
कौन सा वर्कआउट करना है? योगा
Gym
करना है?
जाना है, yoga जाना है.
जिम जाना है?
हम्म.
नहीं, जिम या योगा चूज करो.
Yoga. Okay.
योगा करना है. कितने बजे करना है?
7,
7 to
8.
सोलो क्लास करना है कि ग्रुप क्लास करना है?
Group class करना है.
अच्छा, ऑनलाइन करना है कि फिजिकल करना है?
Physical करना है.
टीचर है?
हाँ.
वेरी गुड.
Hmm.
सो नाउ स्टार्ट. आई लव
I
Being-
love being disciplined
फॉर माई
for my yoga class
एट
at 7 o'clock
विद
with Chaitanya.
good job. Now this is a very specific command of what you want.
Okay.
What is the benefit?
The benefit is
Number 2.
Yeah.
So the ratio of changing
Hmm.
a negative thought in the mind, which is sabotaging you, on which you are procrastinating, is 1:5.
Okay.
So the Sneha problem is,
Hmm.
Sneha thinks she's put a label to herself that she's not disciplined.
Yeah.
So all the actions are helping her to believe that she's not disciplined,
Okay.
right?
Hmm.
So the ratio is 1:5.
5. So that one thought is going to lead to
So 5 positive thoughts
I need
you need
Oh, okay.
to prove to yourself, because please understand, right? The subconscious mind will obey. And when you say this, can you repeat what you just said to me? I love being.
I love being disciplined because I want to go for my 7 a.m. class.
That's not present continuous tense. It's future tense.
Okay. I am going for my 7 a.m. class for yoga with Chaitanya.
Good job.
Okay. So it has to be in the present tense.
Number 2.
Yeah.
I need 5.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's
Okay.
do it. Come on. Good. That's how
Okay.
people will learn, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you are not specific,
Yes.
then the brain does not know what to do.
So I need to give you 5 reasons of why I want to be disciplined.
Present tense,
Present tense.
positive,
Huh.
and personal.
Personal.
I love yoga.
I love yoga. Yeah.
Makes me feel
Fit. Yeah.
but
I
live.
love being fit.
Okay.
Okay. I love.
When I'm fit,
Yeah. When I'm fit,
I look
I-
gorgeous.
I look gorgeous. Yeah. I feel fresh.
Very good. So
Yeah.
you need the emotion,
Hmm.
right? So I love feeling fit.
Fit.
I look gorgeous.
Yeah.
After my yoga class, I have
I have the energy.
very good.
Yeah. I have great amount of energy after my yoga class.
Last one.
Last one. I
Yoga helps me to
connect to my own self, and I feel more aware.
Yoga is
calm.
all about the mind
Yeah, it
and the
feels more
body
calm,
connection. So when my body and mind is
connected, or I feel better. Yeah.
better is still a weak word.
Hmm.
You have to use language which lifts you up.
Okay.
Motivation. What is motivation? In the word motivation, there's motive. Motive is purpose.
Purpose. Yeah.
You don't find your purpose. You create it. You create it by doing things that you love to do. And if you have this vocabulary, you will turn up.
Yeah.
How will you fight this? There are 5 of them.
Yeah.
And again and again,
Yeah.
again and again, the brain learns in only one way. And that is by repetition of information.
Okay.
And I can write it down and give it to you, Sneha. If for 21 days, right, you keep saying and writing in a yellow book with a red pen, these 5 sentences that we have just discussed, your subconscious mind will say, okay, इतना फायदा हो रहा है, ओहो फिट हो रही हो, ओहो वेरी गुड, एंजॉय, ओह यू बिकमिंग वेरी गॉर्जियस, अच्छा तुम्हारे में बहुत एनर्जी है, अरे वाह, योगा 1 घंटा करने में इतनी एनर्जी आ गई. The subconscious mind only has to say, okay. 21 days, 21 days, 20. Neuroscience research gives us enough evidence that in 21 days, our brain begins to understand and build the first neural pathway. But it's very weak, right? It takes time to strengthen it.
Okay.
21, 40, 66 that's what research tells us. 21 days.
21 days.
A first neural pathway is actually formed.
Okay.
In 40 days, it becomes a habit.
Okay.
Then in 66 days, there is a structural change in our brain. And then we just do it automatically. You just drive your car automatically. You haven't done swimming for 2 years. You go to Goa, you're in a resort, there's a pool, you wear your swimming costume, and you will just start swimming naturally.
Wow.
Because in your brain, there is memory of how it is to be done. So that is known as a structural change in the brain.
Okay.
Most of our habits, whether it's driving, whether it is swimming, basically these are all motor skills, right? We have memory of this in the brain. We don't have to do it every day.
Yeah.
We just do it.
We just do it. Yeah.
We just do it automatically.
Yeah.
So that means the brain has memory, right? It's operating from memory. You don't have to do it every day.
Okay.
It is a core habit of yours. And just one way, repetition of information. So if Sneha repeats these 5 things to herself for 21 days, again 21 days, again 21 days, and she keeps giving herself evidence that yoga is helping her. And the time does, and if the time is 8 o'clock, then it is 8 o'clock. If it is 9 o'clock, it is 9 o'clock. Because if you take a time slot, that actually doesn't work for you. Yeah, and you're doing it because it is a standard for somebody else. नहीं योगा तो सुबह 6 बजे करनी चाहिए. अरे आप करो योगा 6 बजे, मेरे को 9 बजे करनी है, नो प्रॉब्लम. बट आप जब जाओगे ना 9 बजे क्लास के लिए, यू विल फील गुड.
Yeah.
वो जब जा रहे हैं ना, वो 9 बजे योगा क्लास के लिए नहीं जा सकते. उनके लिए योगा 6-7 बजे सब खत्म हो जाना चाहिए, राइट? That is working for him.
Yeah.
But for you, maybe 8 o'clock works, maybe 7 o'clock works.
Yeah, because I feel the
And there is-
purpose that you
okay.
said, the purpose is very different for two people. The motive for them to do a particular activity or to form a habit
So you have to do what works.
works for me. So if
And
I
that is right for you.
Yeah. So if I have to sum this up, if I have to first recognize of what I want to really do as an habit that I really want, I have to have 5 sentences. If I'm sabotaging myself and I'm not able to inculcate a habit, I have to find 5 sentences that are positive in the present tense and which is going
Personal.
to personal. So these 3 P's, I have to have them together and I have to keep telling my subconscious mind these 5 sentences.
You have to write it down
You have to write it down
on a yellow paper
on a yellow paper.
with a red pen.
Why is this color?
So the Rewire Your Brain journal is the one thing that I wrote.
Okay.
And the reason why I wrote it, because it follows all neuroscience facts. So the combination of yellow and red releases a chemical in our brain which is known as the acetylcholine. It puts us into action. So this is where the world of neuroscience and spiritual wisdom comes together. So if you will notice, this is also known as the Dhyan Mudra, right? And when we write, we also write like this.
Yeah.
Right? Now, the thumb is actually known as the fire element. It is the solar plexus chakra. It's a Manipura. It's yellow in color.
Okay.
Right? And this is actually the heart chakra, which is also known as the air element. And when you write down your heart's deepest desires in a yellow paper with a red pen, so the fire element is the one that is kichi kichi, all the anxiety, the chakra, tuk 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 tuk, fire element. But the minute you're writing down, you're quietening it down. So our wisdom texts, right? They have always, all our ancient wisdom is written down. It has, our munis have passed down the, right from the Vedas to the Upanishads to the Gita to whatever. I mean, the Sikh religion has a beautiful book. All religions have a book
Yeah.
that they go to. It's all
Written down.
it's all written down.
So the importance of writing.
Even in the caves, right? People used to draw. They used to write the history of a country, the people. Egyptian times, they used to write on paper, papyrus. They used to write on that.
Even
Right?
on stones
So
or walls. People would
absolutely,
write
yes.
actually, yeah.
So writing is, I would say, the fastest way to rewire your brain.
Wow.
Yeah. Number 2 is meditation. Because meditation helps you to quieten the mind. And when you go inside and you are centering and calming your heart rate, because when you're tense, when you're anxious, when you're stressed, the heart rate goes goes up, goes up. Your heart rate, if you'll see, will be very fast, right? You need to calm it down because fear, pain, stress, anxiety, control, feelings of helplessness, feeling that I'm being exploited, feeling that मेरी कोई सुन नहीं रहा, I'm so insignificant, nobody is even watching me, कोई मुझे देख ही नहीं रहा है, कोई मुझे पूछ ही नहीं रहा है, right? All these little feelings, they all get blocked in the root chakra, which is at the bottom of the spine, right? That's when you feel that lack of support, right?
Yeah.
Back starts hurting, right? So this is a wisdom of our rich country, and neuroscience today is giving us all this information. But in this is a very rich land of information,
Yeah.
right? We have known many of the things that neuroscience research is already telling us.
Yes.
We have already known it. Our ancient wise men have, women have written it down.
Yeah.
Have written it down.
Yeah.
So it's a good idea to go back also to your roots, because all of this is interconnected. It's all intertwined with one another.
Yeah.
And once you control your mind, once you control your thoughts, and you're able to focus it on a goal, automatically, whatever it is that you need in your life, you will begin to manifest it. The thinking, the feeling, and the doing.
The doing, yeah.
Yeah. All three have to be in one line. And this takes time. If anybody has told you that there is a shortcut to building a habit, walk into the gym today, work out with 6-pack abs, हाँ स्विमिंग पूल में चले जाओ, सीख के आ जाओ, कुछ नहीं होता. It doesn't work like that. Habit formation takes time. Helping yourself become disciplined takes time. You put a seed to grow, you keep nurturing it, keep nurturing it, keep nurturing it. बहुत टाइम के बाद पेड़ आएगा, बहुत टाइम के बाद फ्रूट आएगा, राइट? ये बुक है, फटाक से थोड़ी बन जाती है. फोन है, फोन क्या सडनली बन गया? ये माइक है, मेरी शर्ट है, मेरी रिंग है, क्या ऐसे सोचा और हो गया?
नहीं.
Doesn't work like that for anybody, right? And you have to do the work. स्विमिंग सीखनी है तो क्या यूट्यूब पे देख के स्विमिंग सीखेंगे?
नहीं, जाना पड़ेगा,
जाना पड़ेगा,
प्रिपरेशन करना पड़ेगा, चीजें लानी पड़ेगी,
लाने पड़ेंगे, स्कूल देखना पड़ेगा कहाँ है, टीचर कहाँ है. और अब जब जाओगे, फियर, इन्फेक्शन हो सकता है, कान में भी हो सकता है, खांसी जुकाम हो सकता है. And these are the events of the world that derail us, right? But then you don't give up.
Okay.
Never give up. Because your brain is going to tell, अरे fever हो गया, मत जाओ. अरे खांसी जुकाम हो गया, मत जाओ.
The brain is
Your
always
main-
going to protect you.
Always.
It's always going to work against what you really want to do.
One job description.
So
Keep this person alive. But that is not where innovation has happened. we have reached so far because we have learned to work outside our comfort zone. Because that is how invention, innovation happens. That's creativity.
Okay.
You started your own podcast. You
Yes.
were not doing it before.
Yeah.
But then you had an idea.
Yeah.
Correct? The idea came because you had a deep desire, because you went through an experience.
Yeah.
You felt, hey, if I went through it and I was so emotional during it, can I take my experience and help other people? That is seva.
Yeah.
Now, when seva is huge motivation, huge, because it is selfless.
Selfless. Yeah.
Yeah. When we selflessly help other people, we feel good. We feel happy.
Yeah.
When we are happy, we have peace of mind. When we have peace of mind, we think the best. Because when you take action out of fear, and you are chasing something, you will never get what you want. Never. Because when you operate from fear, right, you will make mistakes. But when you operate when you're chill, when you're happy,
Yeah.
आपको कुछ नहीं चाहिए. Do you want anything from me, Sneha? No. Do I want anything from you, Sneha? No. I'm helping other people through the wisdom that I have. You have come all the way from Pune to meet me here in Mumbai,
Yeah.
right? We've made time for each other. But we've only made time with one goal. And that one goal is, can I ask out something which will help other people? Can I say something to Sneha's audience that will help them?
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
There's nothing else. और कोई गोल है
नहीं.
ना. बट जो आप कर रहे हो, आप सेल्फलेसली कर रहे हो ना.
Yeah.
हम दोनों के बीच में कुछ एक्सचेंज हुआ है?
नहीं.
कुछ नहीं.
नहीं.
सिर्फ टाइम दिया है ना मैंने आपको. आपने भी टाइम दिया है ना मेरे को. एंड फॉर दैट आई एम ग्रेटफुल. एंड दैट्स इट.
That's it.
That's it. Right? And when your goal is clear, time आ जाएगा. आपने एक्शन लिया ना आने के लिए.
Yeah. Got it.
Only then this conversation is happening.
Yeah.
Your purpose is clear. Motivation आ गया ना. Right or wrong?
Perfect.
Action ले लिया.
Yeah.
काम हो गया. And when you have that kind of purpose in your work,
Yeah.
habits बन जाएंगी, discipline भी बन जाएगा, purpose सही होना चाहिए. Always, always.
It's like that ikigai. You need to find something that calls you, and I think things just fall into place.
You have to believe that,
You have
right?
to believe that.
Because the whole universe is rigged in your favor because you're a very lucky person.
Yeah.
And whatever you want, you just get it.
Yeah.
And why not? Why not?
On such a big level, it's all about how you're talking to your own self
Of course.
on the larger scale.
Yeah.
And वो आपने जैसे बोला वो काफ़ी बचपन से वो ट्रेनिंग हो रहा है and that's where the parenting part comes into the picture, right? How our environment was made. And also when I was reading this Atomic Habits by James Clear, and he talks about how your environments will determine what your habits are, and they will also help you make better habits if you kind of change your environment. So
it's easier said than done.
done. Yeah.
Right? हमारा घर है, वहाँ रह रहे हैं, छोटा बच्चा है, you're 20 years old, 25 years old, right? You don't have that kind of financial independence to be able to change your environment.
Yeah.
It's not practical, to tell you very frankly. वो environment का जो trigger होता है ना, वो बहुत real है. And for many young kids, I have noticed their biggest trigger in the environment is parents who try and control.
So can you tell me how can parents kind of support their child, give them that freedom and let them grow at their fullest potential rather than controlling them? बहुत parents को डर लगता है कि अगर मैं ये चीज़ नहीं बोलूँगा, like for my dad also, it came out of a fear कि अगर मैं नहीं बताऊँगा बचपन से तो ये बड़े होके भी disciplined नहीं बनेंगे. It's out of fear, right? Like they want us to do better. So he'll tell me कि you know maybe you could manage this like this or you could do something like this. And whatever instructions we are given as a kid is all fear based because our parents are like वहाँ मत जाना गिर जाओगे, ये मत करो ये हो जाएगा, ऐसा मत करना. So how can a parent kind of you know rework this and make it like maybe let their kid be and grow to their fullest potential but still safeguard them? How does this happen?
So I often get this question asked by young mothers, and I'll share a Khalil Gibran quote,
Okay.
right? Children are the arrows that are cast forward by the bows of parents' hands. An arrow is only meant to go forward, never meant to return because it doesn't belong to you. The minute a child comes out of you, it's not yours. It's not yours, right? And you have to let them be, right? Today I see parents choreographing their child's life to such an extent. It's unbelievable. Yeah. Because you are choreographing everything.
Yeah.
So where is the new neural pathways joining and how are they figuring it out? Because that is how the brain develops. The brain has to do new things, right? There's something known as free time. Yeah. And you have to figure out what you want to do and how you want to entertain yourself. It's not a mother or a father's job to entertain the child. The
So
brain,
let them be.
just let them be for some time.
Yeah. I think parents are like
20
back-to-back
minutes.
classes and they just fill their schedule.
The brain will develop when it is figuring out how I have to entertain myself.
Okay.
Correct? That means it's making a choice. Play with this. No, these 5 things are kept here. You choose what you want to do.
Okay.
Right? Keep your child safe. No problem. Let the environment be safe environment. Let the guardrails be there if it's a very small child. But just let the child be. Just let them be. Let the brain develop naturally. Right? And whatever your child is and whatever they choose to do, it's okay. There was a time when my daughter was a very creative person. My husband, myself, we are both academically good and quite good actually. We did very well.
Okay.
And here we have this, our older daughter, who's not inclined towards maths and science. And she writes stories, she writes poems, she does so well in MAN, and she's getting 1995 in English, and she's barely passing in maths and science. And we are like, what the hell is happening? Our kid, I'm like, you know what? Right? And it took us some time to understand that this girl has an absolutely brilliant right brain. She's not left brain at all. Right? So the benchmark for her was, can you just pass in maths and science? Right? Can you just study till that much? Right? Yeah. And that was okay.
Okay. Wow.
It's okay. It's fine. You don't have to be 80%. You don't have to be 90%. She's a fabulous ad film director today. Right? And she figured it out in 11th standard. That, Mom, I love the movies. I love writing. Right?
Yeah.
She was able to figure it out because I didn't guide her.
Yeah.
I didn't tell her.
choreograph her life.
I did not tell her who she is and what she has to become. I told her exactly as you are good enough. Whatever you do
Yeah.
works. You want to paint nails, paint nails. You want to comb somebody's hair, you do somebody's hair. You want to design clothes, you design clothes. You want to write a poem, you write a poem. No problem. Right? She used to fight with me before going for, there was film club that she had in her 9th standard, 10th standard, boards are happening. She doesn't want to go for chemistry tuition. She wants to go to the film club. And that is okay. Got it? It's okay.
Yeah.
But many parents don't recognize. They think that academic excellence is the only ballpark of success.
Yeah.
And it isn't. It isn't. It's wrong. It's very wrong to make your child or a young adult feel small for not doing well in academics.
Yeah.
Try and figure out what your kid really. There is a 15-year-old Vaibhav Suryavanshi playing good cricket, right? The only reason why he's able to do it is because his father and mother let him do it.
Let him do it. Yeah.
Yeah. They are not telling him. A 15-year-old should be in the 10th standard currently.
Yeah.
But there he is.
And they've given him a lot of support to actually go pursue what he really
He's
wants.
15 years old.
Yeah.
Should be giving his 10th standard board exams. But that we all wait today to watch him play.
Yeah.
Right? I
So be
think
very careful. I think parents need to also be very careful of what they're talking to their kids.
Of course.
What kind of words are being used, because as you said that sometimes as kids we also start feeling that we are not enough. As you said, when I told you about not being disciplined, we kind of catch hold on these words and maybe we beat ourselves for a very long time that maybe I'm not that, and then we don't even give it a thought that is it actually true. because my dad says it, I validate that okay, that is true.
Yeah, we pick up these patterns from four places. Number one is our parents.
Okay.
Number two is the community that you grew up in, right? Number three is your friends. Yeah, as a baby, if you've been bullied, right, and you have that one big bully, you have and the fourth one, unfortunately, is your siblings, and it could be your cousins, could be older cousin, sister, cousin, brother, and these four play a very important role in our life, and it can get tricky if you have been bullied when you were younger. And if you've had a double dose from the environment, from the parents, and from a sibling, oh ho ho ho, those young adults come and sit here and they're weeping.
Oh my God.
Because they grow up and they think that that's the way it is. Because people were trying to control them so much, right?
Yeah.
They never had the freedom. They just had to obey all the time.
All the time.
And our brain is wired for freedom.
Freedom, yeah.
We love when we are able to do what we want to do.
Okay.
Because the brain is lazy. It's lazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So getting back to the habit part, okay, this was a very interesting conversation and a lot of insight actually of where we take our, labels from, and then we start labeling ourselves. And our brain just, as you said, the subconscious mind is just going to obey.
Just going to obey.
Whatever you talk to yourself.
So to be
Is it
very
really-
careful.
Yeah, we have to be very careful. Is it really possible, like at the age that I am, like 30 plus, or people who are like, can the way you're talking to yourself change, and can the new pathways be formed?
Of course,
This is what the 21 days.
No, it's 21, 21, 21.
21.
Three sets
Three
of
sets.
three sets.
So you can change the way you talk to yourself.
Yeah. So by the age of 35, we become a set of memorized behaviors.
Okay.
Yeah. But today neuroplasticity research tells us that the brain changes till the day we die. Right? So neurons that fire together, wire together. So you keep wiring new neural pathways for yourself. It becomes better and better for you. Yeah. So you have to do things outside your comfort zone. Every day you go for a walk, instead of turning left, turn right. Right? Try and see if you can brush your teeth with the left hand. Right? You would normally pick up a glass of water like this. Just pick it up with your left hand, have a sip, put it down. Right? You're continuously working with the left and the right brain. That's very important. You can just hold your hands together like this, yeah, and just move it, and just put the other thumb on top. No, correct. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Rub your hands. Yes, I'm curious. Let me see whether your left brain or right brain. Which one did you put up? Put your hands together. So the left went up, yeah? So the left controls the right. So most probably you are... do it again. So you put the left on top, right? So your right brain, you're a very creative person. Yeah. So that's a good thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's interesting, no? So basically you keep in your regular routine life, you keep doing things differently that you otherwise would do. So if I'm
it helps information from the left brain go to the right brain, right goes to the...
and it
because
keeps
that's
your
what,
brain young, in general. Like it keeps it...
That's what, because this is whole brain thinking, right? So all successful leaders are called visionary leaders. Why are they visionary leaders? Because they have a vision, right? They know. A vision does not exist in your reality. It comes from the creative mind, right? It comes from the right brain, right? And if you have a vision of doing something, you had a vision that you would create a podcast.
Yeah.
But if you did not break it out, did not have a wonderful team as you do to be able to bring it all together and take the action steps in order to do it, then this experience is not possible.
It's not possible,
It's not possible. So having an idea is good, but you need the left brain, you need the logical brain to be able to put it down into the Excel sheet. This is the step-by-step method of how I'm going to achieve it. This is the deadline. This is the budget. This is the cost. This is the day I'm going to start. This is the day I'm going to end. This is the day I'm going to release it. So that is all left brain function.
So having like a bigger goal, when you have a goal, you kind of break it down of what all would be required to...
Action steps.
To reach that goal.
With the deadline.
With a deadline. That's very important.
Without a deadline,
The
doesn't
brain-
work.
Oh,
Doesn't work.
And as you said, the brain would not obey if you don't have a deadline. It'll be like, हाँ होते जाएगा काम, because it loves comfort. Now that I know, yeah, that's interesting. And also, why is it that, okay, I have a goal, okay, I have the steps for it, I have a deadline, I still tend to procrastinate.
Yeah.
And a lot of people I know in my circle also, कि हाँ यार स्नेहा ये करना है, मुझे वो अचीव करना है, लेकिन देखा जाएगा. Like सब कुछ पता है, they figured it all out, but then why do people procrastinate?
So there are two reasons.
Hmm.
Yeah. So procrastination is no action.
Yeah.
It's just
हाँ मतलब
overthinking.
सब दिमाग में हो रहा है,
दिमाग में घूम रहा है
बोल
गोल
रहे
गोल
हैं,
गोल गोल
हाँ,
गोल गोल.
लिख भी रहे हैं शानब से.
Number one
Hmm.
is the fear of failure.
Okay.
Number two is the fear of rejection. Number three, log kya kahenge.
करेंगे.
Yeah, fear of being judged by other people. And the only way to overcome these three is to do the thing that you fear most. Because डर के आगे,
जीत है.
so if you don't do the things that you fear, there's no way you can overcome it. It's not possible.
Okay.
If you have the fear of water, if you don't learn swimming, the fear is never going to go away. And as you grow older and older, it's only going to get bigger and bigger. Right? I had a client who she had the fear of taking flights, and she would travel overnight by car and this and that. And as it turned out, it was all about the fear of death. Right? I'll die.
Yeah.
Die. Right? I said, okay, fine. So you will die. Now
Then
let.
what?
Right? And she says, Coach, how can you be so brutal?
हाँ.
I said, do you think you control the time that you will die? Does anybody control that? You think you're boss? You're divine one? You're God? You're not. You're not in control. Let it go. Let it go. And the only way you can overcome it, right, is by doing it.
Yeah.
If you don't take a flight, start by half an hour. Start by a 20-minute flight. Only then you will be able to overcome it. I'm not asking you to do a 12-hour flight. Don't do a 12-hour flight. Okay, start with 20 minutes. Start with half an hour.
So do difficult things, things that scare you.
You gotta eat the dragon. Slay the dragon, eat the fire. Slay the dragon, eat the fire within the first morning half that you have.
Okay.
Because by the evening, decision fatigue sets in. And because we've been taking decisions all day.
Yeah.
So by the evening, we are tired. So it's not a good idea to start anything new in the evening. So you have to do the hardest thing that you're procrastinating on first.
Kiss that frog. Yes.
So the minute you do it first in the morning,
Yeah.
you have a tick mark. Boom, you have a dopamine hit and you feel good. You're able to go through the day. And we need these little wins. We need these little rewards during the entire day. Yeah. Ideally, after every 1.5 hours, you need to get a reward. Job well done. So when you leave, you need to be able to tell yourself when you sit in the car and you head home, I made the right decision to spend one day to come and speak to Coach.
Yeah.
Now, when you have this vocabulary for yourself, you're also slipping into gratitude. Gratitude and procrastination do not go together. Only one can exist. वही पुरानी कहावत है ना, एक मयान में दो तलवार नहीं रह सकती.
नहीं रह सकते.
Correct? Negative thinking and positive thinking, only one will stay. Right? So if you're procrastinating, you're reminding yourself कि आप गिर गए. अब उसमें क्या बेनिफिट है? उसमें तो कोई बेनिफिट है ही नहीं. क्या फायदा अपने आप को बार बार ये बताने का कि तुमको ये डर लग रहा है, तुमको ये डर लग रहा है.
ये गलत किया, ये ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए.
इसका कोई बेनिफिट नहीं है.
नहीं है.
इसका सिर्फ हार्म है. कोई बेनिफिट नहीं है. Zero. Negative thinking and gratitude don't go together. Right? So the minute you have to minimize, आ रहा है negative thought, कोच मैं क्या करूं लेकिन मेरा दिमाग इतना खराब हो रहा है.
हाँ.
I said, अच्छा घर है? I said, हाँ घर है. I said, breakfast खाया? हाँ खाया. I said, वाह, very good. वाईफाई चल रहा है? फोन है? Basic.
Basic things. Yeah.
Many people don't even have this.
Yeah.
Can you be grateful that you have money in your wallet? Little bit. $100 you got? Yes, coach, I got 100. I said, 20 rupee vada pav you can buy? Yes, coach, I can buy. I said, you can feed yourself. You can clothe yourself. Right? You have a mind and it can think.
Yeah.
Because who is creating all these negative thoughts on procrastination? You are doing it.
Yeah. It's
So if you have the ability to create all of this jargon for yourself, you also have the ability to create all the positive thoughts.
Yeah.
So you have to make the correct choice, right?
Beautiful. Yeah.
Right? So if you have to choose something, yeah, and you don't have clarity, I'm saying choose gratitude.
Choose gratitude.
Be grateful for what you have.
Yeah.
Take out all that. These are weeds. Garden है ये. हर रोज गार्डनिंग करनी पड़ती है, नहीं तो वीड्स आएंगे. पूरा गार्डन का स्ट्रक्चर ही यही है, राइट? और अगर गार्डनिंग हर रोज नहीं करोगे, व्हाट इज गार्डनिंग एवरी डे? Getting the dopamine, getting the oxytocin, getting the endorphins, getting the serotonin, right? These are the daily dose, like we say in neuroscience. We need the daily dose.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to move your body, you'll get the endorphins, you'll feel good. Because when the body moves, the brain grows. It just loves it. Right? So you have to do all of these things. And if you say, अरे मैं तो वाटर ही नहीं करूँगी अपने प्लांट को, अंदर रखा हुआ है, उसको सन चाहिए, आपने घर के अंदर रखा, अरे मेरा प्लांट मर गया. Of course मर गया.
Because आपने ये 4 चीजें दी ही नहीं है उसे.
आपने दिया ही नहीं.
हाँ.
आपने ख्याल ही नहीं रखा.
Yeah.
तो वीड्स तो आ गई ना.
Yeah.
तो वीड्स तो हर रोज निकालनी पड़ेंगी ना. और हर रोज अगर गार्डनिंग नहीं करोगे और बोलोगे कि ओ मेरे को तो पता ही नहीं मुझे क्या लगाना है. गंदे गार्डन में पहले सॉइल साफ करते हैं, फर्टिलाइजर डालते हैं, मेन्योर डालते हैं, फिर पौधा डालते हैं ना, और फिर पौधे का ध्यान रखते हैं. फिर कोई स्कोप है कि पौधा बड़ा होगा.
Yes.
इट्स द सेम थिंग विद योर गोल्स. क्लीन अप ऑल द मक.
Clean up. Yeah.
Clean up. Right? Number 2, decide what you want.
Clear it up and
Clear the weeds. And then decide what you want to plant. Right? And number 3, take care of your goals. Never give up.
Never give.
Never give up.
Okay.
Till the end. Keep trying. Keep trying. Don't go for 2 swimming classes and say, oh, now I can't learn swimming. Don't stop learning swimming till you are able to learn how to float, how to do freestyle, how to do backstroke. After you have learned that, learn butterfly, and then keep learning different things. And go for the class. Go for the class. Stay hungry. Stay hungry. Stay curious. Our brain loves it.
Yeah.
Loves it. Yeah. And hope. Oh, very important. Hope, faith, and belief. All 3 of them go together. Believe in the fact that you can accomplish this goal. Have the faith in yourself and the power of the divine one. Not the universe, the divine one.
Yeah.
There is a superpower. Nobody's seen it. Is it there? It's there. Because it knows how to create life. We don't know how to create life. But he does. Yeah. And number 3, always be hopeful that you will be able to do it.
Do it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because the universe and the people in the environment will tell you that you can't.
Yeah.
Very few of us have an environment in which people believe in us. Most of the time, we have people who don't believe in us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to
Believe in
believe in
yourself.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you spoke about decision, because I think we have last 5-10 minutes to wrap this up, I have one last question. 5 minutes. Yeah, we'll wrap it up in 5 minutes. One last question is, so I think we've decoded what discipline is. We've gotten to habit. We've gotten to what procrastination, how that happens. The last thing that a lot of us again struggle with is decision making, because you said decide. And you said a decision fatigue sets in
By the evening.
By the evening.
Yeah.
And the human brain, is there a number of decisions that you can take in a day?
So it depends on the state of time, age, and environment that you're in.
Okay.
It's different for everybody. There is no one correct answer.
There's
for
no
this.
correct
No,
answer.
because
Okay.
I'm a homemaker. According to me, I'm taking decisions on the menu and this and that. You're a business professional.
Yeah.
You have to take different decisions. I have to take different decisions. A child who's in the 15, 16 years old is taking different decisions.
Yeah.
Everybody's environment is different. So it depends.
It depends.
Yeah, it's very subjective.
So how
So
does
there is
one
no
kind of-
macro.
Yeah.
The one and the fastest way to be able to help yourself to take a decision is to set a goal for yourself, right? Long-term goals, short-term goals, both are important, right? And in the Revive Your Brain, there is a RRFM formula that I share, right? And there is something that I write here where I'm ready today too. I'm focusing today too. I'm committing today too. I'm choosing today too. right? The minute you are writing these 4 sentences
Hmm.
and you're completing them, you're taking charge of the day.
Okay.
So you control the day. The day does not control
Control
you. And whenever you have the ability to stay in the present
Hmm.
and be present, boom, you have unlocked your brain's highest potential. Because the brain otherwise goes in the fast forward.
Future,
Back.
past, yeah. So if you can be in your present.
So the present is gone, right? So the RHFM formula is a combination of being grateful, changing your belief system, coming back to the present moment, and connecting with your heart to manifest,
Okay.
right? And if you are able to let go of your past, stop imagining the worst case scenario for yourself in the future, and be in the present, your brain will work differently. It will help you, number one, to focus. Right? Focus is a learned skill. Concentration is a learned skill. You have to concentrate and do something because then you'll do it faster. If your mind is, where's the mind going? It's either going forward or it's going backwards.
Yeah.
Why? Because you think you have a crystal ball and you can predict. No one does.
Yeah, but that happens also because of overthinking, right? Any one hack you have where I can stop overthinking? Because when I take a decision, the number one issue that I face is I tend to overthink a decision. So in that process, I'm not able to decide. So I'm like, अच्छा ये बुरा decision होगा या अच्छा decision होगा, इसके बाद इसके repercussions क्या होंगे? And I think this is the most common thing again that people face.
Okay. So I'll explain it to you in a simple manner.
Yeah.
There are optimists,
Hmm.
there are pessimists, and then there are realists,
Hmm.
right? So the pessimists are the ones who will always lean on negative thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, it slows them down.
Hmm.
Yeah. The realists lean to the pessimists
Okay.
and they say, yeah, let's be realistic.
Hmm.
This is not realistic.
Yeah.
So this cannot be done, right?
Huh.
And then there are the optimists.
Okay.
Yeah. The optimists have one mantra, and that is leap, and the net will appear.
सब हो जाएगा. Yeah.
It's a mindset.
Okay.
It's a mindset. So you can choose to leap with the confidence that the net will appear. And if you had that kind of a mindset, it's very positive.
Okay.
It's an optimist, right? So you want to decide today, you're leaving this chat being a
Optimist.
go for it, Sneha, go for it.
I think and
Go
this
for
is-
it.
Yeah, and I think there is nothing like a good or a bad decision. I think I've heard this a lot of times that you need to just decide. Like taking a decision is the first step towards actually
Thinking, feeling,
feeling,
doing.
doing. Yeah.
Doing.
Yeah.
This is where we get lost.
Yeah.
So just, I take every step forward with the conviction that the one after it comes to me at the right time.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thoroughly enjoyed this conversation.
Thank you. Thank you
And
for having me.
yeah, thank you so much. अभी भी मेरे दिमाग में बहुत सारे questions हैं and I'm sure you guys have questions too. Please leave them in the comments below and do not forget to share this episode with your friends and family because this is your chance to make a difference in their life. I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Till then, keep rising above things that are holding you back. Embrace growth and do not forget, I roar you.